6231 is the social security. Those are the last four of my social security.
Okay.
So I don't know why you need my social security number just to send me the shit I ordered from you, but
it's just something to do with the new situation, how shipping is in the US. So don't worry about it. It's fine.
Okay.
I've been doing it with a lot of companies overseas.
And you've been asking everybody for social security numbers?
No, they've been asking for mine. So I was like, okay, well, so now it's just a routine for me to make sure that I ask other people.
Okay.
I mean, I've been giving it away to countries and stores I haven't even worked with yet, but I was like, free stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
I'll shill for free stuff. I don't even want to get paid.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Well, anyway, that's my social security number. Let's go live.
All right.
Start this fucking bitch.
Click. 3,
All right.
2, 1. Good morning, everybody. We are live, and we did an original joke just now, which was pretending like we didn't know we were live yet.
We're so silly.
We've never done that before.
John, you know what you are?
Son of a bitch.
It's true, but also silly.
Aw, my goofball. You're a rascal.
You're a rascal, bro. we had this place in Miami when I was growing up called Rascal House, and
just a lot of punk kids in elementary
No,
school.
it was just like an old deli. It was just like a deli where old people went to, but the mascot was terrible. I wish I could look it up and show it, but it's too lazy. But the waitresses would be like, "Hey, rascals!" They just took that real seriously. They're like, "What can I get you, rascals?" You know what I mean? And it's,
you never went in there with a hat with a little thing on the top of it, and you were like,
"No,
I want hotcakes."
I like your rascal voice. Is
Yeah.
that
Will boy has a hard time pronouncing words.
when you're like a little kid and you got your menu is this big? You know
Yeah.
what I mean? You're just like,
I need a big menu. I don't have one, but you just this.
Hotcakes.
It's like, wow, you kind of sound like Elmo there.
Emma, a hotcake?
Dude, how annoying is a little kid with a menu? How
On a
I
list
remember
of
my
annoying
first job,
things.
huh?
On a list of annoying things, not that high, but on a list of kids doing things, it's probably number one.
Yeah, it's. I remember I would get. I don't know if this. I don't know. I don't know why this annoyed me. Okay, John. You know how sometimes things will annoy you, and you're and they don't annoy anybody. I went and I met my cousin a year ago at a restaurant. So me and my wife, and then my cousin and her friend, and her little kid who was 5 years old, 5 or 6 years old, and everybody ordered, and he had his menu, and he's like, I'd and I think I don't know what he got, some kind of pasta dish, but he's like, I want the pasta, but I want it cooked. He was very specific about what he wanted, and hold this and don't include that.
What?
And I was just he's like a little kid. He just
Yeah,
I don't know why it bugged
little
me.
Kid.
Huh?
You sound like you're about to get a college degree at 13. Can you just be a little more dumb?
That's what I'm saying.
I want nuggie.
They don't have nuggets. They don't have nuggets here. You got to find something else.
I want nuggie. Dinosaur nuggie.
And he's just drawing with a crayon on the actual menu.
Yeah, can you just be a little fucking kid?
I shit myself.
Just eat.
I shit myself.
Yeah,
you shouldn't say shit. But we'll talk about this later.
John, this could be a new show, nostalgia babies. Imagine you're doing reviews as the baby version of you.
Yeah, I like that.
Nostalgia babies, we make our dreams come true. La 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 la. I'll do the background vocals.
Okay.
I'll do the la 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 part.
Yeah.
I made you oopsie.
And then the show starts. That's the final. That's the boop, and then the.
Yeah, you could do. Well, there's a lot of dude, this is a whole new audience for you. Like, there's all of these kid show,
Yeah.
like what's that kid who probably has like a drug problem now that started this, like,
The Rizzler?
where kids just like open up toys and it's like, I got Fisher Price this, like you could without showing your face, just show your hands because you got like baby hands anyway, and like just pretend, just do that kid voice, and you could start your own kid channel. People don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I'll call it Johnny New Toys.
Yeah. That's perfect, dude. You make a lot of money that way.
This
Nostalgia.
Nausea girl has big boobies.
Oh, what are you reviewing? Hey, Chad, how's it going?
Oh, yeah, that's right. There are people watching us.
I hope nobody heard my social security number.
Well, good morning, everybody.
John, what is that shirt? Is that
Thanks
a
for being
little
here.
Tokyo type shirt? Is it?
It's from the place. Shit.
That's the one you bought when we went over there?
Pop Killer, yeah. I didn't buy I already had this one from Pop Killer, but same
Pop
shop.
Killer. No illa. No filler.
Whoa. Yikes.
All right, I just stopped the thing.
Yeah, you did. Thank God. All right. So listen, we have people in the chat. We have people that are watching us. We have people that are watching us and in the chat, and then we have people that are not in the chat but still watching us. So I'd like to say hello to them. Hello. We have some exciting news today to talk about how Mondo is giving us the toy sweats.
Mondo babies, they're giving us toy sweats.
It's kind of like if you've ever had the meat sweats from you just eating too much meat, like a lot of wings or something.
Yeah, I like that.
Too much steak.
I like when you eat so much meat and then you fucking sit back. Oh man, and you feel like you're about to fucking sweat, and you're filled with sodium.
Yeah, and it's like that moment, the barrier, the line that you cross from satisfaction of having eaten all of that shit to instant regret. It's a small sliver, but that sliver that you can live in it's kind of like when you're supposed to meditate, you're supposed to focus on the moment between breathing in and breathing out. That's how you can like retain focus.
Right.
And it's almost impossible because you're either breathing in or out. That's that same moment. You just hit that peak.
Yeah, that's exactly. I've been there, man. I've been there, bro. I can't do it like that anymore.
No. In my 20s,
like sit and just eat a ton of shit anymore.
Yeah. 20s, even some days in the 30s where me and my buddy Travis would go up to this place called Quaker Steak and Lube.
The old steak and lube?
Yeah. But it was like Quaker State, like the oil place, but Quaker Steak. But they would have these, they still do it wherever they're located, but endless, unlimited wings or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And then you just go in, it's like $12 or something at the time. And it's just, there's like 30 flavors. They could just bring them out and you just keep asking for them and just keep stuffing your stupid ugly face.
$12 for all you can eat?
Back then, yeah. I don't know. Now it's probably $75.
Yeah. Dude, my favorite used to be, I don't know if you have like a good Korean barbecue place over there.
Maybe. We haven't tried one.
If you haven't done Korean barbecue, chat, it's basically like you go into a restaurant, there's a metal pot in the middle.
Yeah.
You just go, I want this meat for my face. They bring it in, you burn it on the metal pot, you cook it, and you just shove.
Wow.
And it's the best. It's
I love shoving meat in my mouth.
Oh my god, dude, so much.
Sometimes meat. I'll be like, or I might even like double fist it and be like,
yeah, that's called the laser pants maneuver, where you just double fist. That's what that guy's into.
Yeah. Okay. We had a place called no, don't remember, but it was like a Brazilian steakhouse thing, but it was they would just like bring out endless
Yeah.
stuff. Oh my god, it was
We have a place here,
that's meat sweats
Fuga
for
de
sure.
Chow, I think it's called. I forget what it's called, but you basically they give you a chip,
Yeah.
and if you turn it over to green, that means, hey, stupid waiter, feed my dumb fat face. And if you turn it over to red, that means like, hey, my fatness is done being fat for a few seconds, so just leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like that. That's what. But it's fucking delicious. I haven't done it in a long time though,
Oh.
but it's delicious. All right, let's go over some
Before we
people in the
while it's on my
chat. Fine, chat.
while it's on my brain, I have to
Yeah.
remind whoever it is, I forget the person's name, but you could if you feel the need to research this, just go to the very last comment of any live stream we've done and you'll have a full address to this guy. Every single time our stream ends, he puts his full address into the live chat. And I don't understand the point of that. Why are you doing it? I'm not going to say your name because I also don't remember. But stop it. Stop doing that. There's
Maybe,
literally no benefit of you sharing your entire address, especially when your username is basically your name.
John, what if he wants to make friends? What if he wants people to show up to his house and be like, "Hey, let's play"?
I think historically, the people that decide to come over and be your friend are not the people that you want to be friends with.
Oh, okay.
So
But yes,
yeah.
listen to John. Reed's here. What's up, homies? Nice to see some fellow chucker, eh? You got Ryan Woody. You got a little bean boy. You got Video Power Gaming, VPG, as
Whoa.
I call him. That's what I say. I go, hey, VPG, what's up?
And he goes, "Good
Yeah.
morning, fuck nuts," and you're like, "Oh,
Yeah. You got X
okay."
Factories. You got Toy Stalker right here. The Stalker himself. You got Mike Fee. You got Pickle Pete. You got Mother Slug. Just Allen doing Allen things. You got Cougar McGillicuddy.
Whoa.
Impossible Pie Productions. You got Rook Skyblocker. Topher Gun. You got Da Little Bear. Mr. Crispex. Abysai's right here. Arturo Castillo is right here. You got DJ Jackets, Robot Reviews,
DJ Jack.
1-6 Shooter. What's up, bud? You got Nick. Nick, how you doing?
What
Robo,
sound does my hammer make? Clink.
what sound does my hammer make? You got Pete Nick. You got
Real people.
Gedge. This person very confused. Lots of
Wow.
question marks. Brian Brink.
I love it. Red Fox.
Toy Stalker again. God, all right, Toy Stalker, we get it. You're
Yeah,
here.
fucking chill, bro.
Yeah, and we'll do one more. Flan Man 113, and I like what Topher Khan said. He said Korean barbecue is decadence, an assault on all the senses, and a vulgar display of power. All 7 of the deadly sins are on full display. Korean barbecue is like Event Horizon. Wow, that's quite a
Jesus.
That's quite a perspective on Korean barbecue. Kind of want some Korean barbecue right now, John. Early morning Korean barbecue. Good Lord, that would kill me.
Yummy.
That would destroy me, Jonathan.
Yeah. Yeah. Talk about meat sweats and feeling like shit the rest of the day.
Yeah, thank you, chat. Thank you, everybody, for showing up early. I know it's not easy. You know, you show up early and you're like, I got to do this. But I do appreciate, John, I appreciate you. Okay, I know I never say it ever.
Never.
All right. But, you know, I do. And I appreciate everybody showed up in the fucking chat, even Toy Stalker.
That's cool. Even Toy Stalker.
Yeah.
Even that son of a bitch. All right, let's talk business. Oh, these motherfuckers. Can I do this? Wow.
Oh,
There's a whole new thing. You can do this.
The lube restaurant. Yeah, it is weird. Johnny is weird. What's under my hat? You got to join my OnlyFans to see that. I have an OnlyFans, guys.
Yeah.
And it's going to be real popular. I'm going to make a lot of money doing that. Before we get into robot reviews, with a very generous $10. Thank you, sir. Mondo's overwhelmed me with all their releases. Every single license they're making is from my childhood and teenhood. LOL. I'm all in on Real Ghostbusters. Which license do you want Mondo to get next? I will say that I want them. They already have this license, but there's a certain company out there that makes subpar Thundercats. I would like Mondo to make Thundercats in the 1/12 scale, but cartoon style. Let's relax, Mondo. Okay, I know you want to get all artistic with Thundercats. I want the thing I see on TV to be in my hand.
Yeah.
That's all.
I think it's clear.
That's my thing.
They have to know that most people do want that. I mean, even before they showed off Lionel Richie, and people just want what they see on TV. They're
That's
just
what I want.
broken inside. They just want the thing they know. I don't know that. Don't want it. That's what happens when a thing gets relaunched and the style's changed. Let's reference back to Mutant Mayhem. It don't look like thing I know. But yeah, if they did 112, it most certainly would do well. And then maybe the MOTU 2000X line, which we're going to talk about today, is like kind of a starting point. Like they can do the MOTU 2006. Nobody else is really doing, at least not to that level. It's a good scale. It's not 112. Plus, He-Man is like 8 feet tall. But they're gorgeous and manageable size. And we'll get into that with his pricing and all this stuff. And it really begs the question of what would this have been a year ago, price-wise and success-wise. Obviously, they have to be struggling with some things because of the tariffs, because the price you see is not the price you pay in the cart.
That's true.
I think if they put it all on the initial price, it would be a little...
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like...
Yeah.
I think of Kowkis as an example. People tend to forget that it's free shipping. So they'll see the price and be like, oh, it's not to say that they have a lot of stuff that's overpriced, but things like the Joy Toy TMNT, it's like, well, those are great prices, especially if you put the discount codes in. Free shipping. There's this thing in people's brains where they want to see the upfront price as this lower thing, and then they're like, oh, and then $12 for shipping. Versus if it's still cheaper, but a little bit more up front, but there's free shipping, they're like, oh, like the figure's this much versus...
Dude, that happens all the time. That happens on eBay, where people will buy stuff just because it's cheaper and even have higher shipping than like the all-in thing. Yeah.
And then on top of that, we have done... I actually talked to Kowkis about this. I was like, there's an actual study because America does tipping on food in restaurants. We tip people. It's awful. And they have done tests and studies where like basically they've done like a poll or whatever. And it's like, here's the menu price of the item. There's no tipping versus here's the price of the item and there is tipping. Even though the no tipping one was more expensive, but cheaper than if you tipped. Like at the end of the day, that would be a cheaper menu or restaurant to go to. They perceived it as a more expensive restaurant.
Right.
And our brains are just stupid that way. So I think the shipping is the same thing. Mondo could just put the price on the figure, but some of the things that we'll talk about today, the pricing of the figure plus what other retailers are going to list the item for and not put tariffs in the breakdown, but are they putting it in the price? So Mondo's kind of in that boat where, like, let's say with these guys, we're going to add to cart $135 set. How far do I need to go before I see this stuff?
Don't show your address, John.
140. So there's an $11 tariff, and then there's going to be the shipping. Which obviously
tax, right?
But and tax,
right?
Yeah. So there's an $11 tariff charge. Do you remember how much shipping is generally for Mondo? I mean, I know it varies, but it's not like $6.
Isn't it like $15 or something?
Probably, especially if it's a bigger set or a bigger item, which is pretty fair because, I mean, Mondo boxes are massive for the 1/6 scale. And if you're doing a full set like this, then yeah, it's going to be a pretty large box. So $11 so it's 146 plus shipping, where I don't know. I just wanted to talk about these guys because I love them. So let's try to do this.
But before you jump into them, let's just grab just a few chats real quick.
Yeah,
John,
go for it.
if that's your real name.
No.
Impossible Pie said, you can always buy. I mean, I have vintage Thundercats. I want what I see on the show, though. Even the vintage ones don't look like
Oh, right.
the show ski.
That's why Super 7 makes a toy version of those.
Yeah. Toy Farce is here. What's up, buddy? Oh, I do want to mention this. We still have 72 paid on 70. We still have 72 unpaid flip or invoice. If you haven't received your pledges yet, please let us know. Just a little bit of business. If you have not gotten a shipping invoice yet, it's not normal. You should have gotten a shipping invoice, so it was probably in your spam. But if you have not gotten one, please email us. Email toystalker@gmail.com. Just let him know and he can send you the thing. I get a few messages sometimes when I make videos. I get comments and somebody will say, hey, what's going on with my invoice? And then I respond to the comment, but then you don't respond back. So I want you want you to get your stuff. There are 72 of them for whatever reason. I don't know, got lost in spam or whatever, but everybody should have their Flipboard invoices out. And because you want your Flipboard, because they are going, even the regular ones are selling on eBay for like $85, $100, and Flaker selling for $100. There's a lot of eBay stuff out there, but if you have one, please just email us and let us know. That's all. That's all I got to say about that.
Important information. It is crazy to me that people have enough mind to contact you in some fashion, but then not follow up with the reply.
Maybe they're just not getting it. Backerkit did this stupid thing where sometimes if people had an Apple ID, we couldn't see. Backerkit is a fucking Backerkit. If anybody's watching from Backerkit, okay, which they don't because they're fucking dumb, so why would they watch a cool show like this? You are the worst, okay? You're not worth the money. The money that we paid you guys, to take over Kickstarter. They got this idiot that works there too, that every time we ask him a question, he sends us videos. Hey, shithead, I don't want videos when I'm asking you a question. I'm paying you money. Just fucking answer my question. Don't send me videos, okay? Thank God, moving forward, Kickstarter got rid of them. Okay, Kickstarter was like, no, you suck so bad, and because Kickstarter kind of sucks, but Backerkit sucks so bad that they're like, you can't play with us. So moving forward, there will be no Backerkit. Okay, there will be changes to this whole model.
Not lost. My mind is stuck on the idea that this guy was sending. Is he sending videos of like walkthroughs, or is he?
Yeah, he sends me walkthrough. I ask him simple questions,
but
he sends me a 10-minute walkthrough. I don't want your walkthrough.
Right. It's like something that could be a bullet list or something you would put on a website that's like, here's the step-by-steps. Look for this, look for this, look for this, and then you're done. That would be better. Or screenshots. Something that you can reference back to versus like a long form video. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's so annoying and it's so lazy. It's like such a lazy, because they sell you like, when you get Backerkit, you get a dedicated tech.
How did we get through?
It's made of ass.
Yeah, but look.
Backerkit, maybe they're trying to start like a trend. Maybe trying to start like hashtag Backerkit is made of ass. I don't know. Anyway, that's it. That was my bit of business. I'm done. Just in life in general.
Oh shit. Well, this is gonna get real weird because I'm still gonna stream to your channel even though you gave up. So, huh? You said you gave up on life, but I'm still gonna stream.
Oh, got it.
I'm still gonna dual cast streams, but then it's just gonna go to like a dead camera every week.
What if nobody notices the difference for like weeks? They're like, wait, the Hatter's been gone? What the fuck?
Okay. Let's speaking of tariffs, the company Lotto Toys that I've reviewed they have that girl, it's like a fox, and it's kind of like not a medieval, like what would you call that? Like a mystic thing where she's like got like a wood hammer and she's like a crafts tool person. She's got swords or whatever.
The one with the calico cat, right?
They're gonna make the
Yeah.
the cat. So they're sending me the Wonderfest version of her, so she's like a repaint, and they're like, oh, we just want to get the video out before the end of September, and this was like a week into September, and I'm thinking, well, they're gonna ship it and all that stuff, and I was like, well, all right, that's fine, I can try, but they're gonna have to ship that quick because it takes me at least 2 days to like if the timing is right, it takes at least 2 days to get a video together, and I messaged them yesterday and I'm like, hey, is there an update on this? Because I'm looking at the tracking for DHL. That was the problem, DHL. So they're like, oh, it's being held because there's a import fee of like $27 to get it in. They're like, we tried to pay it, but it wouldn't let us or whatever. And I was like, oh my God. Because those figures aren't even expensive. They're well under $100. So I don't know how. I mean, this had to be like just a generic $27 for something, or
You got to pay. They're gonna hold your shit hostage until like you pay it.
yeah.
That's
Or they'll
fucking-
send it back or whatever. I had a thing from AliExpress that made it all the way locally, then said, and there's like no alerts, there's no information. You just have to go in and like track your order. And then it said that attempted delivery on September 22nd. And then the same day it said return to USPS. And then USPS disposed of the item.
Oh, what?
Yeah. And I know that the post office didn't, unless the label is completely wrong for my address. There's no way, because my mail person knows who I am. If there's something wrong with the label, she knows. She's awesome. But so that was clearly being handled by some local thing.
Yeah.
Like these like dudes that just run up in like their car or whatever. Anyway. Frustrating. It's a frustrating time for sure. I've had many items from AliExpress just never even make it. There's stuff that hit in Chicago for import customs, and then it says past customs, and then it's sat there it's in there for 2 months. There's no movement.
Yeah, AliExpress has some. I mean, you're always rolling the dice with them. Let's spotlight this right here. That Razor is awesome, man. That Razor, I think he's the guy keeping my memberships alive. By the way, I will start.
Yes.
If I'm gonna start doing is okay. Here's my thing. I'm working on a Flipboard comic. It's gonna be like a graphic novel. It's gonna be like 130-page graphic novel. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna start. I think doing. Maybe I'll add. I don't know if I add like a consistent extra live stream, but I'm gonna start doing like member like on the shelf reviews. So if you want to see hilarity for I don't know, $1 or whatever, then become a member, support. And I'm also gonna start, I think, giving away some. I'm working on something with John and some other people that I think especially if you're a Flipboard fan, you might like it. So that's it. But yeah, Razor. Thank you, buddy. As always, a Sky Cavern Library Comics is a new member. Toy Farce is a new member. No Patience for Patience. Oh, I like that name. Is a new member. Juke is a new member, and then Nonstop Pulis is a new member. Congratulations on being part of the greatest fucking I don't know. You know what I want to do too? I want to do like a credits thing. I was watching Stupid Laser Pants, so the show is obviously worthless, but at the end, what he did that I like is he had like credits, and it shows all the people in credits. I think I could have fun with that. I got to figure out how to do that. So
all right, that's a production thing that skips your brain a little.
No, but I'll figure.
Just write it on paper.
John, can you give me some more fucking confidence? Like I'm trying to fucking sell my membership.
Just type it out on a computer and then record it.
What if I just I like your idea of putting it on paper and I just read it like on paper.
Yeah, but you hold it up to the screen, like
I'll hold up a screen because I'm analog that way.
Yeah, it's like watching Secret Galaxy. The end of that.
Yeah,
Dan Larson. Here's all the people that pay me money. It's a lot of people. A lot of people love Dan. Dan's
Like,
the man.
imagine at the end, I just say your name, that would make your day. If I
I
go,
really have to imagine because I do not support you in any way that would get my name on there.
I mean, I do know that.
Let's face it. I am a cheap son of a bitch.
You are cheap. John's
Uh,
super cheap, by the way. All right, He-Man. John, are you buying this He-Man? He-Man.
no, it's just because I don't have the connection to this. But as far as this is one of those things where I would love to have this thing for the sake of a review, just to appreciate it because it does look stunning.
Oh, it's fucking beautiful.
Seen him at SDCC, Clawful, everything. It was like very impressed with it, especially if you go with the timed edition over here on the Mondo side of things to look at the base that he comes with. Now, I remember at San Diego they were saying that they have pegs or ways to snap in the stand, like the claw to hold the figure. So if you want like an action pose, but you want the base in there, you can just plug in which I don't know why they're not showing the stand, like the mount for him. Because it will include a stand.
Yeah,
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm stupid. They even have a picture of it doing what I said. So there you go.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a big benefit to this.
Yeah.
So the stand can work stand alone. It does have screws. I wish this is how this is the way the stand should have been designed for Spike from the Cowboy Bebop line. Like this is so much nicer with
That
this.
didn't come with it. It didn't come with a stand.
It came with a stand, just not as good as this one.
That's good. Yeah.
This
That
has
was
like
was that 1/6? That wasn't 1/6, right? That was
1/8 scale.
1/8 scale.
Yeah. So
Here's what. Let me say something. Just
say something, man. No one's
just
stopping.
up front, because this is a costly figure.
Yeah.
But I wanted to so you have Mondo, right? Mondo makes costly shit, whether you like it or don't like it. It's expensive, you know what I mean? They're in this 1/12 scale game. And now I know for Ghostbusters, the trick with Ghostbusters is they had to go to a competing toy company
Yeah.
that had the license.
Right.
And that competing toy company named Hasbro basically said, I know this almost for a fact, and I say almost because it's not on paper anywhere, but a lot of people, John, like a lot of people like talk to us, you know what I mean? And like industry people just talk to us and be like, hey, off the record, blah, blah, blah. So I'm not going to out anybody, but I know with Hasbro was basically like, it was like the mafia. It's like, oh, you want to compete with us in the 1/12 scale? Okay, cool. You cannot charge less than $100 for your Ghostbuster figures. And so they charged 101. Now, I don't know what's happening with Masters of the Universe and prices, and obviously tariffs are coming into play. But I think the trouble with the Mondo price points or Mondo as a model is they are a company that is trying to license figures from other figure companies. Now, that can be tricky because, like, okay, so because I'm trying to think of like a comparison of other companies that are, let's say, making Masters of the Universe figures. But guess what? There are none. I can't. Can somebody tell me in the chat? Like, is there any? Are there any company? Because I'm looking for a metric.
Well, I'm curious.
Are there any companies? Oh, let me just finish this out, John. So, are there any companies that are also making 1/12 scale Masters of the Universe figures? Because what I think happens with this Mondo, what I think is tricky about this business model is when you have to license figures from a competing toy company that's in your game, because Mattel is in this game. So Mattel is like, we want to sell our shit. So if you want to license our shit and compete with our shit, you're going to have to pay a high license. So I'm thinking, like, can that have anything to do with it? Again, nobody will say for sure that this is
Super
a thing.
7. You have Super 7. You have Mondo. You have Mattel.
Super 7 doesn't make any more MOTU though.
Well, they did. Right?
I'm talking about like now in the modern day of like everybody's getting fucked with licenses.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
It's a good question. It's a fair question. I have no idea if Mondo's in the same boat or if there's like this balance of, well, we are a premium brand, so we're not going to charge like $45 for this figure, because they also stuffed it with really nice accessories. So let's look at this one, the base model one, because there's not a huge, like, if you're going to buy one, you're going to get the 115
Yeah.
at that point. But
Which, by the way, this will go up. And John, you were going to reference this, I think, too. This regular version will be up at retailers.
yeah,
Toy Stalker is going to get them, I think. The nerd, I think you showed Nerdzoic. There's like, if you and we've been noticing, John. I don't want to blow up your spot, but I will. We've been noticing that it actually is cheaper if you get these at retailers, because the shipping and isn't that how,
well,
like,
that's a good question, because I don't know. I can't quote that, or I'm not going to state that all retailers. I can say that Nerdzoic, and now Toy Stalker is going to be like, oh, fuck. Now I have to do it because we just outed him. That this $104.99 is obviously more expensive than $95, which is this one. It's the same figure. You buy it from Mondo, it's $95. Add it to cart, you get tariffs. Add it to shipping. For me, well, let me pull up our text message here, because we're talking about this just on the yesterday. Mine, when I put it all together, was $111.52.
Good boy,
'Cause-
Kenzo.
Huh?
No, sorry, I was mentioning Kenzo. Please continue.
$111.52, because Nerdzoic was charging $6.53 for shipping. Now, that is also because he's just a few states away from me. So
Right.
obviously it's going to vary no matter what we do here. But
Right.
it's cheaper to buy it from Nerdzoic, who has an increased price of $105 versus $95. But his tariff costs are built into the pricing of the figure.
Right.
We're not getting that with Mondo. So this is the interesting thing with whenever, so you have like some companies, some brands out there that you can't buy, probably with toys too, but just talk about the world. There are a lot of manufacturers making stuff, but you often cannot go to the manufacturer to buy the item. You have to go to a seller, like a grocery store or whatever the thing is,
Right.
and buy it through there. Those places are buying these things in bulk, so they're buying it at cost. So we'll say, like, just to keep things simple, we'll say there's like a $20 shirt at Walmart. It probably cost them like $5 to get or something, the cost of the item.
Yep.
And then they mark it up, and then Walmart's making the $15 profit. I don't want to say that this can't be the same. Like, Mondo is selling their stuff, but they're also selling very limited quantities. This is a boutique company, so it's like going to a fashion store, a local fashion store that is boutique, and like they make all their stuff themselves. And it's like, this is the only place we sell it. It's all handmade or local or whatever, and it's expensive. That's kind of Mondo, but we're in the world of the internet. So Mondo shouldn't be selling their stuff cheaper on their own website, but it does seem strange that the end pricing is cheaper to go through a retailer.
Right.
Because the retailer is paying what it costs to buy it from Mondo, which is cheaper than the $95, I'm sure. I'm sure Nerdzoic and everybody else is paying less than $95 to get this guy. And then they have to pay a tariff fee. And then they need markup to make profit, because they need to make money because they're a business.
Yeah.
So Nerdzoic is choosing to just pay less and like eat some shipping costs, maybe? Did he not? He doesn't have the box, so he's like, oops, maybe this is going to be more expensive every time we ship one of these, and we're eating like $5.
Well, I think with shipping, I mean, I know just from Flipboard, sometimes if you have like kind of like a base cost, you work it out so that it's an average, right? Sometimes you're going to lose on shipping because like the person is, diametrically on the other side of the country. And sometimes, you'll actually make money on shipping because maybe the person is like in your state or something. But it averages, I think it's like law of averages. I think it's just like, you average out as a retailer. So maybe that's that's the approach. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. Mother Slug mentioned these three options. So I think Big Bag Toy Store, Entertainment Earth, they have these options too. So what's cool about this is like, as these things arrive in his inventory and he gets one that's kind of fucked up, he'll have one and you can buy it as cheaper. So it's not.
Toy Stalker does this too.
Now, what I wish was the case is that they all arrived minty fresh. He offered the options how you wanted to buy it. He grabs a minty fresh one because this customer bought banged up, and he just starts punching the shit out of
it. He's like, well, I guess they bought banged up, and he just beats the shit out of it.
Yeah,
I like that.
That's what you wanted.
Said, I'd like to know if a basic Clawful will be coming out or not. No, negative. Clawful is a figure that only exists on the Mondo page.
Yeah, do we know? We don't know why, because I haven't talked to anybody at Mondo about these things.
Yeah, apparently, no, I shouldn't say that because that's not confirmed. I was going to say something, but yeah, if you want this, you have to go. You go to Mondo, or you go to. I mean, I think you know where to go.
eBay.
So yeah, the He-Man figures. Just to clarify, if you want the timed edition He-Man, which is He-Man with an extra head stand and all of that stuff, you got to get it on Mondo. And Clawful, if you just want them in general, okay. If your dream is like, I need a Clawful, okay, and I do need this figure, although I'm gonna wait. You got to get it on Mondo. It is what it is. I don't know. Tariffs, this and that, everything is going up, but there is a real thing to that license stuff. Okay, I know that I went on a rambling rant, but licensing from other toy companies that are competing with you is always going to be expensive. Okay, I just think I think of it like just with Flipboard. If another competing toy company said to me, okay, we want to make Flipboards, we're going to make them in the same scale. All right. I'd be like, wait, why don't I sell them? Well, we don't want you to sell them. We want to sell them. I'd be like, okay, well, if you want to sell them, here's an astronomical licensing fee. Because you know what? Fuck you. You're another toy company. I think that's what happened.
It could be the case. It certainly could be. It is interesting that like there was so much controversy around Ghostbusters, and then these came out, and we're like, oh, still $100. But there is a difference in how these things came about. So we have $101 figures, which the accessories, I mean, I want to put this to the audience. Do we feel that the accessories for this is equal to the accessories for this or not? The amount of plastic, the amount of tooling, the amount of things to be created.
Thank you, buddy. Figure Fight Club with the super chat $9.99. Follow Figure Fight Club. Fun show.
Thank you. I will thank you, since it is specifically was sent to my wallet. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate you a lot.
Wait, why did I read out your super chat, John?
Also, if you guys like giveaways, the Figure Fight Club's giving stuff away like crazy. It's a real problem for the rest of us that don't give things away. So head over there, watch some live streams. We both have been on there, so there's at least one out of two of us. There's a reason to watch.
Yeah, but Figure Fight Club also supported Flipboard, so you know I gotta also fucking shout out that guy,
as you should.
And
so I do want to. I just want to hear from the chat. Do you think? Oh, man, it's so crazy because tariffs have really like changed the way all of this was going to happen, I think. So this was obviously in play well before tariffs. This, I'm sure they were working on obviously before that, but as it came out and released, tariffs were part of the game.
This was going to be cheaper, by the way.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
No, like confirmed. Like these are going to be cheaper back in the before time.
Right, but we have a tariff fee.
Yeah. I
If I
hate it.
add this to cart, there's a tariff fee.
Yeah, I hate
So
it.
why is it more expensive and a tariff fee? Wouldn't it be one or the other?
John, you got the questions, buddy.
I mean, it's no doubt that I love Mondo. Talked about him a lot. Complained about things, love certain things. I am a huge fan of the animated series for X-Men. Like, that is my line. But I can't always afford to jump in on it. Sometimes, like when Nightcrawler came out, it was just too expensive. I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
And since I don't have any connection to this, as beautiful as it is, and like I said, I would love to get one in my hands just to do a review, especially at this scale. It looks like it's going to be a contender for like just some of the best figures out there at that scale. You
Oh,
mentioned it
it's
being like a Storm Collectibles, which I think is probably the most fair comparison when we're talking about this scale and this pricing. It's kind of like, oh, okay, yeah, I guess I'm not a premium toy collector. It's
yeah,
kind of,
it is like
you know,
a Storm collectible. I mean, when I felt it for the seconds I felt it for, to me, it felt like a Storm collectible. You
yeah,
know, I mean, there was one or two angry people in my video saying, you can't compare this to Storm. Of course I can. It's a figure. They 100% I can. Okay, it just that's the feeling, and I have probably dozens of Storm collectibles. So I'm just giving you a comparison. People have asked me like, what does this feel like in
yeah,
hand?
yeah. Because
That's what it.
especially when
You know.
you think of what 1/6 scale animated stuff with Mondo is like, not many people have experienced stuff beyond the animated style 1/6 from Mondo. Even the Ghostbusters, animated, fully painted. This, if you're saying feels like a Storm Collectibles, then it feels like a totally different texture. It doesn't feel like a just plastic with paint on it. Is that true?
Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know what production ends up with. I don't know what you end up with in hand, but at least
Yeah.
prototype. That's kind of like, I don't know. That's the feeling that I got. Adam Cooler with the super chat, $5. Thank you, bud. I don't feel the accessories are the same worth. That said, buying He-Man, need a Mondo flip or two. Oh my God, thank man. I would
But
love to make.
you're notoriously a stickler on licensing costs.
Yes, that's my thing. I would love to make a large flipboard at some point. Maybe I will. Maybe my dream is to do what Todd McFarlane did and just like have like a thousand Spawn figures. But thank you for that. Look, at the end of the day, I will get this because it's 2000X. Especially that
The
Clawful.
great question is from the person that sent the, what was the thing earlier? Just a bunch of question marks. Is this a torso rubberized?
Yeah,
Like
it felt like a rubber. It felt like because you can get like his arms together to do like you can double fist. So it felt like it had like that soft, like not exactly like Storm, but like it felt like it had like that sort of like soft Storm, where it's like I'm not worried about breaking it. I can kind of get the arms
yeah,
together
yeah.
and things like that. Look, I would have to do it. I'd be interested to buy this and then do a comparison with a Storm collectible just to see. Yeah, there's like a cool a shot right there. I will say this: it's going to be the best 2000X figure ever. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
have the old
yeah.
2000X figures,
Mm-hmm.
and Mattel is making new 2000X figures. They don't compare to this, so take that for what it's worth. I don't know.
Yeah. I think there's no doubt that this is going to be like whatever Mondo puts out in a line is always the best version of that thing. It's like it's expensive. So there's a certain part where you're like, yeah, it's just expensive. And you have to come to terms with that. And it's either you're super selective of what you buy or you're just kind of in or out. I would be shocked to find a company that released anything they've made that does a better job. The only way to beat, let's say, X-Men animated series 1/6 scale is if you did a 1/12 scale, but still looked as good and had more articulation. But it's like,
Right.
well, I don't think anybody's going to do that. There's no way. So there's like the premiumness of having a Mondo 1/6, this is like, we've talked about this before. You have great articulation, great sculpt, great paint. Nobody, it's very, very rare that you get all three.
Right.
Mondo, I would say, notoriously is on 2 of those. They might be
Right.
now with something like this on 3 of those with the articulation. Mondo's 1/6 X-Men stuff is getting better with articulation, but they're also not superposable things. They're very heavy, they're big, so you can't really get a ton of crazy poses. I have like a pretty intense stand for my posing segments, but because of how much paint is on there to look like the thing it is, which bumps up the premium experience of the figure, you're going to start scuffing up the paint, especially like legs
Right.
rubbing on the hips or something like that. You can fuck stuff up. I've done it basically every figure I've done a hard review of. If I'm like taking Gambit or Rogue and trying to get them into like awesome poses to really push the articulation, I end up with like scuff marks. So it's like okay, was it worth it for the review to ruin this figure to a certain degree? So it's
For
just
science, John.
for science. So all that to say, I don't know. I mean, the brand can't be for everybody, especially the 1/6 scale. It's just really hurts, and I'm sure this isn't. I'm not trying to knock on them because they're going through a lot of stuff. They're a smaller part of a company, so Mondo still really is its thing. I mean, they're part of Funko, but like, they're within Funko, and they still have their own goals and targets, and it's still its own company. So like trying to run a business when all of this stuff has happened this year, I'm sure they're hurting from it. And as the passionate people that we know on the front end of things, they're probably really upset, like even if it doesn't affect their bottom line, at somewhere along the line, even the artist behind one of these items has to be like, oh, this is tough. We're not selling as many of this thing, which means we may not get to make the next thing, or the company as a whole, because of like Funko or somebody else, is just going to be like, well, you guys are going to have to pivot and put a little more focus on that. We see it with NECA. Like, okay, you got to stop with the gargoyles. Oh, you got to stop with the dinosaurs. You got to stop with Alf, or, not that Alf could do more than he already did. It's just at a certain point, you just have to either like do it or don't. Like all of this, there's like, okay, do they just not putting this stuff out for 2 years, or?
Yeah, and I mean, what sucks too is like, manufacturing. Forget about tariffs for a second. Manufacturing costs have just gone up. I saw that with like just Flipboard, even in my tiny space. You know what I mean? Like manufacturer costs have gone up. Licensing sucks a dick. Licensing, like I've in the short tenure I've had learning about licensing.
Yeah.
Because I know people that are trying to license this, license that. By the way, yes, RIP Gargoyles. Gargoyles is done, dude. Those 3 figures are not going to come out because they have lost the license. So, you pay that money for tooling.
Maybe the license, maybe Premium DNA will pick up the license.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Premium DNA is a good it's a good metric. But yeah, licensing in general, Gary knows about this. Like it just sucks ass. Like people, there are people that are working in companies that don't have any interest in licensing out properties that they have inherited. Like on the studio system, it's like, okay, we have these properties. Then a toy company like Ramen Toy will be like, hey, can I license this from you? And they'll have like some astronomical price.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, I can't even play, Now Ramen Toys they have a way out, they're in a place where you can like bend the laws.
It is crazy to me that like the companies aren't looking, okay, what's the size of your business? What's your expected scale for these items if we were to give you the license? Okay, well then the fee is this. Where like Mattel or Hasbro or these big companies come in and they're like, well, we're going to be in every retailer out there. We're going to have thousands of every variant
they
available.
have a pipeline.
Yeah, it's like if you go to Ramen, it's like, well, I expect to sell maybe 1,000 since this is popular. Well, then it has to be a cheaper license.
Right. John, you made me depressed about premium DNA. I just thought about that. I just thought how we're not going to get that third Battletoad.
Never. People asking Ramatory in his live chats if he would make the last one. It's like, I don't think so.
Yeah, Ace, if you're in the live chat, can you make the last Battletoad? But here's what's going to happen. I know that he's going to like try real hard, and he might make that last Battletoad much better than the first two, and then you're going to be like, now can you make the first two again, or can you remake that? I don't know, dude. Chat is flying, by the way. I'm missing lots of chats, but I got this one from Brian Brink. John, is this mine or yours? Should I read this, or do you want to read it?
Oh, let's find out. Looks like it's yours. Go for it.
$9.99. Thank you, buddy. High-end versus mainline figures. It's a debate as old as time. SHF Mafex versus Black Series Marvel Legends. Now it's Motu's turn, a community that hasn't had to make this decision. You know what? That's such a great point. Not just because you paid $10 for it. That's what I'm saying. There's no comparison right now that I could find with MOTU. There's no other companies other than Mattel making MOTU at the 1/12th scale. I mean, there's probably people making statues and busts. There's a company called Tweeterhead that doesn't like me to fucking curse, and they're making MOTU. But I'm talking about like 1/12 scale figures. So, you gotta. It's a different model. When you are a toy company and you are trying to license from another toy company, I think they hit you in the dick. I think they hit you in the dick because
and not in the way it's like I'm paying someone to hit me in the dick. That's different. This is like
that's
non-consensual, just in the street getting kicked in the dick.
That's different. Kick. Yeah, like I know you get one. I think once a month you go out and you pay somebody. Like that's kind of, you made an arrangement like with your girlfriend. That's a different thing than like what they're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's as open as our relationship gets, and because there's that's as far as it goes. Pants are even on. So
yeah, I like that Reed noticed my resentment for Tweeterhead. This is the CEO of Tweeterhead, John. All I need you to do, I'm going to pretend to be the CEO of Tweeterhead. I just need you to ask me back one question, okay? Okay, guys, we're going to start a statue company, all right? We're going to start this awesome statue company. We're going to make Masters of the Universe figures. Statues. We're going to make DC licensed statues. Badass. We're going to be the badass statue company. Fucking He-Man with a sword stabbing a guy. Fucking Harley Quinn smashing a dude with a hammer. Hold on 1 second. Joker. We are going to be known as the badass fucking company. Okay, that's going to be our who makes the most badass statues? That's going to be us. Yes. What's your question?
I think I can speak for everybody in the office here that we are not comfortable with the kind of language that you're using, and I don't think we want any of these things like Harley Quinn or anything to be associated with that kind of language. Is there a way we could? Maybe, we're all excited about the IPs and these statues, right? Yeah. I know that's not in question, but the language, I mean, most of us are, we go to church every Sunday. We're all very religious, it's Wednesday, so we have to go this evening.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
So,
I'm sorry. Can you ask me what I want to name this badass company, John?
Again, really want to play with you here on this one, but is there a way to avoid the language? Can you ask that again? Yeah, just ask it again without the language.
Can you ask me what I want to name the most rockin' statue, the violent statue company that's going to take over the industry?
Yeah. I like that. That's rockin', like rock and roll. It's like borderline kind of evil. But what do you want to name this rock and roll company?
Tweeterhead.
Is this because your obsession with Twitter?
I don't know. That guy fucking sucks, though. John, I like how I think we literally entertain ourselves and nobody else.
That's fine.
But that's how we roll.
That is purely the point of this stream anyway.
Who cares? Your name sucks, Tweeterhead. John, go over by the way, I did watch the first 3 episodes of
Oh, it's great.
this
Over the garden wall? Yeah.
yeah. I did like it. It's very charming. It's a
Yeah.
very that's the best way I can describe it. It is a very charming show.
Yep. Yep.
Very it's very adorable. And
um,
now I want these fun toys. Needles with the $10. John, is that you and me who reads this?
That's you.
Okay, good boy. Had a meeting last week. Let me do it in Gary's voice. Let me think of GameStop. GameStop working at GameStop.
Back of the throat a little bit.
Back of the throat.
A little.
Had a meeting last week for our company launch, and PDNA specifically was brought up as an example of how not to run a business, and it ended up working in our favor for the license acquisition. Why do I trash? First of all, a friend of mine that just gave me $10. I don't know. There you go.
He
By the
showed
way,
up immediately and called us shills. Now, because you read that and you read it in a Kermit the Frog here, can you read it again? Because I have no idea what the hell you just said.
I love this guy. He knows I love him. All right.
Hey, so hold on. What the hell did he say? Because I couldn't pay attention.
Oh, you didn't pay attention to the
beyond
actual
the visualizing you with a banjo on a rock in a pond.
Hold on, Johnny. There you go.
It's hard being green. Had a meeting last week for our figure company launch.
He's saying they were trashing premium DNA, like basically as the way not to run business.
Yeah. But so we're saying that our figure company launch. So
you didn't know about this?
Bull Airs is trying to do figures?
Yeah, Bull Airs is going to do some figskis.
Oh. Are these are we playing license unlicensed here? How does this work? I'm very curious.
No. Licensed.
Okay. Well,
license figures.
Good luck, boys. I hope to see you have some success with that. So Elijah Wood, by the way, for anybody that doesn't know, plays this guy right here. And an actual young boy plays this boy, and he is.
Oh, is it a little kid?
Yeah, and he is the highlight of the show for sure.
He's great.
Oh, especially episode 1. I was just like, I love this character.
Yeah, he's great. Shows a lot of it's a fun but creepy. It kind of follows, spoiler alert, 3, 2, 1. A little bit of like, to me, there's a little bit of Scooby-Doo in its narrative where like something starts out real threatening, and then you find out that it's probably, at least the episodes I've seen, the first 3, it's not as threatening as really you thought,
right.
kind of stuff. This wolf is great. By the way, it says that this is timed or this is limited, but I don't see any number at the bottom. I think that's a mistake. It says limited edition, but you know how sometimes at the bottom, John, they'll be like, here's how many we're making. So I don't know how many there are of this. It's usually in the specs.
Yeah, because they usually say like 1,000 or whatever.
Yeah, it's usually there. Like, so I don't know. Because somebody had asked me, is this like a timed or limited? I think it's just a raw number. And
I love a good raw number.
Oh,
when I'm double fisting my meats.
That caught me off guard.
What did I pull up?
Nightcrawler, hey, what are you doing?
Is this the regular version? Right? This is the regular version? It's got to be.
No, isn't that the timed version?
Timed.
Didn't the timed version come with the little Bamfy guy?
That's what I thought, but like, I don't see it. Hold on. We got.
Mondo, what are you trying to? What game are you trying to play with us?
Yeah. Whose dick do I have to punch to get an answer around here?
Yeah, that's right. Good thing you said punch. Trash around my plastic with the $5. Ramen Toys is the go-to when HasLabs fail and are being stingy. Sorry, I'm late. Sorry, I'm late. Have to feed the dogs and walk the cat. Yes, he's on a leash. The cat is on a leash. John, do you ascribe to like cat on leash as a model?
Why would you put your cat on a leash?
There's some Trash around my plastic put his cat on a leash to go give it a walk. There's sometimes people put a cat on a leash.
I mean, if you can get your cat to go on a walk, then fuck yeah. But you got to be committed and do that shit early. And definitely leash it with a 4-point harness and hope that a hawk never is overhead.
Yeah, it's
He
true.
will just have a leash.
Dust said, "Yeah, I did watch I mean, the pilot was the one with the dog, right?"
Yeah.
I
That's what
started
I
from
was
the
hoping
beginning.
to see in this that there was a dog version of the dog, but there's not.
There isn't. Spoiler
The good
alert,
boy
John.
version. Yeah, spoiler alert. You said that
These
earlier.
are, but these are fun. I really want the pumpkin. I like the pumpkin episode the most so far.
Yeah, this is
Um,
specifically I mean, even the box is the first episode, which is interesting. I
Yeah.
remember being at San Diego Comic-Con. Do you remember? And they had the pumpkin dude
yeah,
on display and the little people. So I
they had
assume
them
they're
all
gonna
with the little dancing cat.
yeah. So I guess they're gonna do they're gonna do at least 2 episodes or chapters, as they call
I
them.
think the idea is to make a figure or figures from, if this does well, I guess, from every one of
Yeah,
the episodes. Like, this is chapter 1,
yeah.
aptly named, chapter 2, blah blah
Mhm.
blah. But
Which is
these
great.
are fun.
Yep. I mean, they're doing the it's Mondo Squads. I'm stupid. This they're doing this, which these
This,
were sold
yes.
out. This was the way to do it because you got all of them. When
Yep.
we were at San Diego, they premiered the photos or whatever of all the ladies from Adventure Time. So they are continuing that and doing this sequel to
Ooh.
the Monster Squad. So I
All
think
I
this is
know is I want these Adventure Time figures.
yeah,
So
for real.
Peter, Peter, don't fuck around. Trash Ramen Plastic, $5. The leash is to protect the other cats in the neighborhood. Remember, Heathcliff Lestat is Lestat is the name of the cat. Lestat is a great name for a
Yeah,
cat.
the
This
stat.
reminds me of the what is it? The line, John? You're not trapped with me. I'm not trapped with you. You're trapped with wow. You know, the from Watchmen. You're locked in here with
Yeah,
me.
right. Yeah,
Ah.
yeah.
Joshua Frost is here. By the way, everybody follow the Mondo Collectors group. That is where
Facebook.
I get all my info. That is also where I've gotten older Mondo figures. Josh sort of runs it. At least I think he does. That's where I've gotten older Mondo figures for like basically no markup, like basically what it costs. I
Yeah.
got my Filmation Trapjaw from that group. Don't go to eBay.
That's actually the first time. That's the first person was in that group. Is the person I had to give my full social security number to get it shipped.
Right. Well, that was me. I was the one that sold that to you.
Yeah, which I thought was weird because you already had my info and have already sent me stuff. But whatever.
Yeah, I'm not going to do
on
anything with your social security number. I just said I feel more. When you came to my house, I told you straight up. I said I'm not going to do anything with your social security. I just feel more comfortable having it.
I see. Okay. Well, on
Like,
a
I just
totally
feel
unrelated note, because we're talking about social security. I've been using the Credit Karma app for the last few years, and my score has gone way down out of nowhere, and I have no idea why. It says I opened a bunch of accounts, so I don't know. I got to figure that out. Anyway,
maybe because you've been paying that guy to punch you in the dick every month.
maybe it's
with
because
your
I give my
credit card.
social security number out to everybody. So this is the difference. Don't pay attention to the swords. The swords are all included. It's the gigantic Bamf effect, and these
Oh,
two heads that are not included.
I thought it was okay. All right, I
So
thought it was like also the tail with the sword.
yeah, it does seem like a little strange. Like I would be totally content with this version. The big Bamf is a bummer, but like okay, I just don't get those two heads. These two, I don't get. That's fine. I thought for sure this guy would have been one of the exclusive or
That's what I thought. So it's really not like an exclusive or fail. You
no.
can,
But the pricing is fucking brutal, man. $230 for the regular version.
yeah.
Plus,
How are you going to LACC? Maybe. I am working on some LACC goodness, although
LACC you there?
yeah, I can't I can't be there for long.
Oh,
I
they are
have.
doing Rocco's Modern Life, Pooh Bear, by the way, in the Mondo squad.
Wait, what happened?
He said Rocco would be great in the
Yeah, they're doing that.
unless he means Rocco the Great, which is different. And I don't think there's any connection with Mondo in that. He's more of like a
Maybe
Dragon
he
Ball guy.
sold his license or likeness to Mondo.
Maybe.
Um,
But yeah, if you watch either of our coverage from San Diego, you'll see the Rocco stuff there.
Rocco's Modern Life. Rocco's Modern Life. The
And
one
Beavis
that
and
I'm
Butthead.
most.
Sorry,
Huh?
I'm not going to let you talk. And Beavis and Butthead with swappable legs.
That's
for
the one.
season.
Oh, John, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah,
Okay.
that's the one I'm actually most excited about. The Beavis and Butthead, because I mean, I can. Let's face it, connect mostly to Beavis and Butthead. I mean, that's. I don't know what that says about me, but I know what it's like to walk around aimlessly as a teenager and sit outside of 7-Eleven eating nachos that you get from 7-Eleven. But 7-Eleven, I think that their nacho game is underrated. 7-Eleven, you can go in there. You can. When I was a teenager, I would load up my nachos. I would get, because you can get the
This was
cheese.
in the 70s.
No, I was a teenager in the 90s, John. And you can get the jalapenos.
Yeah.
And you know what? I'm not going to say anything funnier than what you just said. I'm not even going to try.
Boy, oops.
John, should we? I want to kind of talk about. I talked about
talk
this
about
on
it.
the channel,
Okay.
but like, I want to talk about this while you're here.
Joe Hodgson, I'm telling you, man, check out our footage or just Google the images of Mondo's Beavis and Butthead from San Diego. I think you'll be, as with always with Mondo, you're going to be like, oh, fuck. How did they get 2D things to always look good in 3D from any angle? I think.
Yeah. No, they do amazing shit, dude. They have. Mondo is like an artist run thing. Like they just and they pick the best artists, man. Their guys are the best. Fuck, why can't I share this?
I don't know. Hit the share button.
No, I'm trying, but it's not like showing up as like an option. Like it wants to share other things, but not this. Oh yeah, here. This is on waitlist now.
Oh, so it's sold out. Or
not it's on waitlist, but this is actually a really fun set. I don't know if anybody went in on this, but like I really like this set. Like I know. By the way, all this blood, this is all a Fugazi. It doesn't come with this blood or any. You can't even do this unless you really want to ruin your figure. But I think a lot of people are going to be using this Yeti for photography. Like
Yeah.
I really do think that.
Well, Mexico's great for photography historically, but yeah, Yetis are rare to come by.
Yeah, this is just like.
I hope
this is one of these
kind
sets.
of fur that just like falls off all the fucking time, though.
You think so?
Yeah, I mean, I've had like even just like an accessory piece that is supposed to be like a faux fur wrap or jacket or something, and then it's like these just little chunks of it fall off all the time, like it has mange.
Maybe like it has mange.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe I like this because it because it like reminds me of like the Matterhorn Yeti. But I don't know. I really like this set, man. When they first showed it, I was like, snow set, fuck off. But then like the more I've I don't know. I think this is really cool, dude.
Did that Haslab Snowcat? Did it make it?
Oh, now, dude, that Snowcat made it with every tier
Because of retailers or something?
No, people just
saw there was like
Hasbro vehicle, Haslab's print money, dude.
No, but like there was like a huge debate whether that one was going to make it, based on everything that had come before it. It was like one of the slowest tracking, but that's the same thing with that Star Wars spaceship. I don't know. It never shit just doesn't make sense. Maybe it's just
how do you spell
maybe things are just
Snowcat?
different this year, and people are like really holding off.
Here, Snowcat. Yeah, I was
The
thinking the same thing, that this guy would really go. No, he made it with, yeah, look, everything unlocked.
oh, well, you're not sharing that.
Oh, I'm not. Oh, never mind.
The reason I bring it up is because this was snow based, and like you were concerned, like snow, but that's kind of what people were like with this Snowcat. Like people in the chat everywhere that it was talked about was like, yeah, I just don't want it because snow stuff.
I know. That's why I'm surprised, but this just looks real cool.
Can you
I love the icy
share it?
blue. What happened?
You never shared the Haslab. That's fine. Whatever.
Oh,
We'll just
well, I
take
don't
your
know
word
why
for
it's
it.
not.
If it's not a Brian Break chart, I don't really care.
Yeah, it. Trust me, bro. The Haslab made it, and it made all three of the. I don't know. I
So
just
you
thought,
like the blue on all of this?
I like the. You don't like that metallic blue? I
I
really.
mean,
like
it looks cool. It's just as like, what did he like specifically request things to be blue before he went on his adventure?
Are we gonna start doing that? Where it's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, there's our backstory for this guy. Hey, where are you going on this mission, Doc?
all right, before I go on this mission, I
Yeah.
got one thing. It's like, yeah, it's a very important mission to find the Yeti. Yeah, cool, but I need everything, all these weapons I have. Please dye them in metallic blue.
Oh, well, everything as it is ready to go. I suppose we could anodize these metals, but I need at least 2 weeks minimum to get these prepped, red and ready.
Then we're gonna have to wait 2 weeks. Okay, I know that this Yeti has been killing people in that village, but if I'm going over there, hey, stupid. You are the engineer. You build my shit. When I say I want a metallic blue,
For 35
I
years.
don't care how many
in
people
fact.
died.
I've been part of the Nocturnal family for 35 years, working across 2 generations of hunters. So yes, I understand, sir. There have been strange requests in the past, and I shall just do as requested.
You see this picture of me? This is Photoshop. That's how I want to look, all coordinated with my snow bunny outfit.
I see. Now, this is purely for an aesthetic reason? Was the Yeti impervious to seeing blues or something? It cannot.
No, I want to match the Yeti. I need to match colors with who I kill.
Ah, so this is a walking amongst them kind of thing, much as you done in the savage worlds just 2 years ago.
John, I don't have anything left.
It's all right.
How do I stop sharing?
Just close your eyes.
John, aesthetics are very important. You bring up a really good point. Aesthetics are very important for superheroes and for people that that go out there to, fight justice. You know what I mean? Like there is a vanity aspect. Like Batman doesn't have to look as cool as he looks. Let's face it. You know what I mean? Like
you can reach an intimidating look, and then after that, it's just like, Master Wayne, why must these be so stylized if you're just simply throwing and exploding them upon impact?
Well, Alfred, I can't do a good Batman. Yeah, like do you need the thing to have like the bat? You know what I mean? Like, superheroes I've learned are very like about branding.
Yeah,
they tried. I think Batman Begins out of all the movies addresses it the most. You know what I mean? Where it's like, well, why do you look like this? Because I'm afraid of bats, and the Tumbler is like that because it's a repurposed vehicle. But the other movies don't give a shit. They're just like, literally Two-Face in the Schumacher film built a whole apartment that is split in the middle. He had to pay somebody to build a whole apartment that is split in the middle. One side is kind of nasty and evil, and the other side is not white and angelic. And he got 2 girlfriends.
Yeah.
And he made them play the game too. And he walks in the middle of that room.
Yeah. But the weirdest part is so we talked about this last week, where they just have to cut things from the film, and it ends up being like a deleted scene that we have never seen. But he can only walk backwards to exit because he can't
Right.
have the side split.
he's got to walk. Yeah, that's a problem.
Yeah.
That's a big problem.
Mm-hmm.
The penguin in the, he's got he had a little, somebody built him a tiny Batmobile arcade game, and someone that dude that must have taken, that means, how long did it take from the penguin rising, like the rise of the penguin, to him to him going after Batman? It was probably only a few days. That means he had to commission somebody not only to create a program that can take control of Batman's car, he had to commission someone that can also create a facade tiny Batman car. Dude, that's a movie right there about those guys, those sweat hogs, where the penguin showed up with his guns and he's like, I need you to make a small Batmobile and I'm gonna ride it and they're like, we can't do that. I mean, what you're describing is gonna take 3 months, just as soon as we have the blueprints for it. I'm gonna need you to do it now. And they had to, and they had to create that all in hours, John.
Yeah, it's just really, that's like, we talk about labor laws and things like that, but this is really taking advantage of things, because money talks and people are willing to just do whatever for money. It's really sad.
John, you're the penguin trainer, right? I'm gonna need you to train these penguins to shoot rockets.
Well, I don't know that penguins have ever shot rockets, but most certainly we can give it a shot.
Shoot that guy that just said it.
Bite his nose off.
Bite his nose off. Now you, next guy. Can you train the penguins and make them shoot the rockets? Say yes.
Yes, sir.
I've
never worked with penguins or rockets.
Oh boy, you know what? You're a special boy, and I'm thankful for it.
And the music's gonna go. La, 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 la. John, while he's having that whole discussion, bullying the penguin trainer, the music's gonna go. Fa la 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 la, fa la 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 la. That's how all the music in Batman Returns sounds.
Yeah.
Well, I
can't wait for those McFarlane figures to arrive, so your review would just be all of that.
Oh, dude, I got like Batman Returns fever. I got Batman
Returns. Yeah, just record all the vocal stuff separately, and that'll be like your background track.
Ooh, I'm not gonna get a copyright strike.
No, because it's not. I mean, it'll sound like it,
right?
But you're talking over it, so it'll be fine.
John, I think we all. I like how both our energy just dropped in like there was like there, you can pinpoint, if you go back in the tape, you can pinpoint like where your energy and my energy just like just bottomed out.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Ralph saying? Dude, Ralph thinks he's a let me see, the penguins weren't in control of the girl. Oh god. You know what? Ralph is a fucking Batman nerd.
They weren't even real penguins. They were actually
He's constantly correcting me about the other show that we did where we talked about Batman Returns. He had the nerve to hit me up with this long voicemail saying we got something wrong about I think he was trashing me because I didn't know Max Shrek's son.
We don't get anything wrong.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah, exactly. If we say it, it automatically becomes right.
That's right. It's like the episode of Black Mirror. I just have a little, if anybody knows this, I have a little pendant, and when anything I say becomes true.
I've watched every one of those episodes.
Oh, so you know what I'm talking about. The girl works at the chocolate company, and she's got a nut allergy. And
that's
and the
right.
girl's like, there is no such thing, or there is no nut allergy or whatever. And all the guys are like, nutology? Why do you keep saying that? What does that mean? Nutology? And she's like, nut allergy. Like, nutology isn't a word.
Have you watched you saw the whole latest season of that?
Not all of them, but most of them. The Simon Pegg one. No. Simon Pegg? No. Fuck. Such an idiot. I'm such a stupid fuck.
God, you're
Ugh.
a really
God,
fucking
so
dumb
stupid.
fuck.
Well, I
Right,
watched the
Chad?
one. I watched the one about the second episode of the space one. I can't remember what that was, like a Star Trek kind of thing. And then the one I was thinking of is Paul Giamatti.
Oh, yeah.
That one was crazy.
Yeah. Impossible Spy says the girl in the control booth was just announcing what is happening, stupid Ralph. Yeah. See? You're fucking wrong. You don't
He
even know
didn't
you're
say
Batman.
stupid Ralph, but it was implied in the tone of his.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying because he's fucking wrong. I played this city like a harp from hell. That's the other thing is like that would never happen in real life. He does the mayoral speech and he's like, Gotham is this. And then Batman has his voice and he plays him talking shit about Gotham. Remember that? That's how he lost the mayoral election, because he was doing a speech and Batman was playing the segments of him talking shit about the city.
Yeah.
That wouldn't happen if that was modern day and there was some mayor talking. You literally can show footage of that mayor killing someone and people would be like, yeah, whatever, go mayor. Like no one would care. All right. But in that movie, he cared, and that's what made him jump into. Then he got all mad. Remember, he's like, ah, and he's waddled. He waddled.
That's how you know it's a fantasy movie.
Oh,
because he didn't get elected.
Yeah, it's true. You could literally show a mayor like, like, hey, I'm Mayor. What's his name? Here's a person. I'm going to stab them right on camera, and here's my social security number. Trust me, bro, it is me. And people will be like, yeah, I know, but I kind of want to vote for this mayor. I kind of I made the sticker, so we're just going to let it slide.
Yeah, I don't know anything about the other guy, though. So
yeah,
I can't.
Exactly. Oh, by the way, I do have to spotlight this because these are fucking cool. Hold on 1 second, John. 1 second. I know that you are sick of Gary Dolan, but 1 second. I got to show this because it's fucking... Wait, how do I even show this? Because is it up on the site? Okay, Bull Airs has these Batman-esque shoes that are dropping today. They're fucking awesome. You get a Batman-esque shoe, and you get a Joker-esque. I'm just using esque shoe. I think I don't know when they're dropping. But I think they're dropping it at noon today. And it's probably one of their best things. That I wish, like, other shoe companies can really learn a thing or two. And I think we missed a super chat. Okay, hold on a second, John. I blame you because while I was doing my penguin voice,
Jesus,
you fucking didn't. You weren't monitoring the chat. Super chat $2. How did the frog, Johnny?
Is this like a joke setup?
I think this is part of your joke.
How did the frog ice carbonize his accessories? The frog.
I feel like this is one of those, like, yeah, I feel like it is a joke.
Is this because Mezco has a frog? Little frog butler guy?
Oh, maybe Trash Around My Plastic is talking about the frog. Oh, wait, hold on. It's up under collections. John, monitor the chat for 1 moment. I'm going to find this because
I'm monitoring the chat. Says Jazzing Batwing dropping today too. I need that Batwing, huh? Question mark, says Pooh Bear. Okay, are you there yet? I'm tired. I'm so tired of reading. There's another one.
John,
did you see the He-Man and Optimus Armor and Hordak Stranger Things crossover figure pics that just dropped? If it just dropped while we were in a live stream, I'm going to say no.
All right, I'm ready. John, just filibuster by doing Danny Elfman Batman Returns music.
Unlicensed version. This is the free version you find on like a random streaming service. Dude,
look how
How was
Look
that?
how awesome.
You didn't say anything about what I just did.
Oh, sorry. You did very good.
Thank you.
So you get these two shoes. Dude, like the kid in me who was obsessed with this movie. But this is how you do like custom shoes, man. This is how you do it.
Can you go to the individual pages so we can see more of each design?
Because the problem is when the real companies make this like custom shit, for the most part, it sucks. Like they're not artistic. Like they'll literally just like put like a bat symbol somewhere, and they'll be like, "All right, it's a Batman shoe. There you go buy it."
Right, and it's just like black with a bat logo, like Adidas or something.
Yeah, exactly.
God, people were obsessed with getting those Adidas Ninja Turtle shoes, and I just could not like them any less.
No, they suck. Those shoes suck.
But you know whose didn't? Well, we can't say because of ongoing legal issues. But there was a company out there, like Cow Mist or something, that made some that were pretty epic.
Cow Mist?
Yeah. I'm not talking about the company we're talking about right now, because they didn't make them.
Anyway, these drop today, limited edition. If you want it, if you want to roll with some tight shoes, you know,
I don't like my shoes too tight.
I know, John. Your shoe game was pretty on point when you came over to my house.
Was it?
No, not really.
Because I'm pretty sure. Well, I'm not pretty sure. I know that I wore these.
Yeah, I like those.
These are the official Adidas Stormtrooper shoes.
Are they?
All the things?
They do look like them. They do look like Stormtrooper shoes.
They do, but they could just sell it like that and just be looking as good as their little TMNT one.
Yeah. Painted green. It's TMNT now.
No.
It sounds. Anyway, are the chatter teeth removable? I'm sure they are, but
yeah, they're usually just like attachable lace things.
Yeah, they some of the stuff they sell are these things that you could put on your laces. So I think they're kind of. You know what would be great, John? If Gary, you should listen up. If you had a button on the shoe,
Gary,
where you press it and it does that Joker laugh where it goes. Can you imagine? Well, John's not here, but Chad, can you imagine everywhere you walk?
Oh, I still heard you.
Like imagine everywhere you walk, like you're sitting in a restaurant and it's just like going and so it's like, hey man, can you shut your shoe off? I'm trying to have sushi. He's like, well, sorry, this is Bull Air. I can't, you can't shut it off. But it just annoys the shit out of everybody.
Right. Yeah, I like that. It's like it's actually built so that you can't turn it off. Well, what about when the battery dies? Well, they actually have it set up so that like every step just adds more energy to it.
Right. Gary, if I am wearing your shoes and I am hanging off of the ladder of a helicopter and somebody ties a gargoyle around my foot and it's pulling me down, can the shoe come off without a lot of like effort so that the shoe will come off with the gargoyle and hence like save my life? Or are the shoes so strong that they'll stay on like and basically like drag me down like because that's also, I think about that sometimes. Like if I was in the Joker situation, like if he had like a better shoe, the rope might have just kind of like snagged the shoe and like the whole like it would have probably like saved it. But I think his shoes were really strong, you know what I mean? So they kind of kept that gargoyle on him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Does anyone know what I'm talking about?
Stupid shoes.
Trash around my plastic with another $2. Doc Knox Frog is his butler Alfred. Read a book. Oh, I didn't know that either. But that's the frog, right? Trash. Like that's the frog that they sell. That butler.
I don't
frog.
know, but I wasn't his butler.
No, because he has a butler outfit.
Okay, cool.
Oh, okay.
But my thing was the guy he's the craftsman. He's like the Q of Doc Knox stuff, not the butler frog.
Oh, sorry, John.
Yeah, if he sent me that $2, I probably would have played nice. All right, let's do money talks. Let's do this thing that we do. We didn't do it last week. Barely want to do it this week, to be honest. Let's just fucking get over it. I mean, God bless. You got a Mickle Stapler in the chat there with 16 months.
What's up, Mickle Stapler? When Hatter was in Egypt's land, let my Hatter go. Ooh, I like that. Let my Hatter go. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I didn't know that there was a Doc Knock book either, Quip. All right, Quip.
Maybe that's the joke.
Quip, this is Geek Dad Life. Remember, Quip, this is the real Geek Dad Life. I forgot. John, we dropped that pretty fast. The real Geek Dad Life. Remember we were going to do a whole thing? You made a whole insignia and everything?
Yeah, I know. Spent a lot of time making variations of that.
John spent hours.
Yeah.
And I spent minutes encouraging him to spend hours.
It's a stretch. Minutes? Let's spin the wheel so you can F yourself. So the people that inevitably will be like, that's really mean. This is what people will ask for. Okay.
Matthew.
You can only blame Matthew for what we're about to do. Okay. I'm going to save this, make sure that the list is updated. I'm going to go to the other screen, find Matthew. Now, Matthew submitted back in March. That's how long this has been here.
Oh, wow.
So good for Matthew to finally get us to look at his stuff. So if you don't know, this originally, the first time we did this was in March. And then we've kind of, for the most part.
Was this in March? Is this when we started this?
Yeah. March is when people submitted. They began submitting back in March.
Hold on 1 second. We got important things here. 1 second, because I want to make sure that Ralph knows he's wrong. That's probably why he's not been chatting. He's probably looking it up. I just chat GPT, the woman in the booth. It says, yes, she's the one operating the remote control device that directs the penguins with rockets strapped to their backs during the climax. Wait, isn't that what he said?
Climax. Fucking pervert.
Yeah, you want a climax while you watch.
Yeah,
Batman.
It has clearly kept all of your previous histories in Chat GPT, and it's like, well, we know this dude's a fucking freak, so let's just include that so we get his little horny pee-pee going again.
John, what if you climaxed every time you watch Batman Returns? Wouldn't that make it weird?
It's not just Batman returning. I don't know what that means.
What if there was a specific thing in Batman Returns that triggered that? So you always, like, if you were with your family, you had to excuse yourself.
Yeah.
Like, it's like that part where he's like doing the mayoral speech, and you're like, I gotta take a piss, and then you just gotta, like, it's like the brown noise, but it's with climaxing. We're feeling silly. Oh boy,
we're silly boys. Silly boys. So here we go.
Okay, right away. Points are off because Rogue is dead in the bottom center. I know she's in the shelf below, but the picture makes it look like she has died and she's just a corpse in this photo. So points off right away.
Yeah. Points off for Ant-Man being too big. That's not really the size of an ant, is it?
Right. That's right.
Yeah, I'm action figure man. Stupid.
Got him, Maxwell. John, this person didn't give us enough.
I feel it makes me feel a little uncomfortable because everybody is like either actively attacking me, the viewer, or about to.
Why? Because we didn't give the
I don't know the reason. I mean, I'm just saying because I'm looking at this I'm looking at them and they're all looking at me and like either actively shooting stuff at me or about to charge or flying and hurt me.
Well, no. Well, I mean, you got Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel. She's shooting somebody to the side of you. She's not shooting directly at you.
Okay, I guess. I mean, the Hulk is maybe the one I'm most scared about, but the Iron Man guy is real. He's real locked on,
Right.
and it scares me.
Yeah. Here's a criticism right here, since we have to F his shelf, right? Is that in what world do the Avengers get top place over the X-Men?
Oh, bro.
Like
I'm glad you brought it up, man. I didn't want to say anything, but like that's stupid. Here's the real challenge. Okay, I understand. Mafex hasn't made a Beast. Mafex has made a Wolverine. I don't see that here.
Oh, you fucked up by
Mafex
not having
has made a
Wolverine.
Cyclops. Mafex, I mean, I guess technically has made a Rogue, even though she's not out yet. So what are we doing here? That's my question.
Yeah, exactly.
What is this mix and match? And like, okay, look, is that the best version of a Rogue that came out because she has big hair and matching assets? Yeah, but she's looking. What is she looking at?
She's looking at Gambit's ass.
Okay, so she's not really in the fight. It's like, hey, X-Men on me, and she's like, ooh, Gambit.
Points off because Spider-Man is all giant down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one is a difficult F your shelf.
Yeah,
that Psylocke is still one of the best Psylocks, by the way.
It is.
Not to be complimentary.
It is. I know. This is one of those things where, like, you know, filling out the case with some kind of something would be very helpful. Now, it's not easy to get printed goods that fit your thing unless you do very specifically. I don't think these are IKEA displays, right?
No, these look like Detolfs.
Okay. Well, then if they are Detolfs, you can just go on Etsy and buy full blocks for these things, or just front and back. I mean, bottom and back wall if you wanted.
Yeah.
And fill it in, make it look a little good instead of like they're all floating. Because I guarantee looking at this thing from a little bit further away just to see what the display looks like, it's just a big mesh of lights and shadows and colors and nothing separated. So points off for spending a lot of money on stuff and not enough at the same time. You could also, pay a lot more money and have custom dios made.
Right.
Don't be so cheap.
That's true. I will say I do like his dedication to having it be all blue team.
I know that everybody in the chat knows that you just Googled that before you said it, because when you opened a tab and it went real bright white and then you went,
oh no, I actually was looking at something else, but I have work in 15 minutes, so.
Oh, okay.
Well, but it would be funny if I did good. What's the X-Men blue team? Because blue team rules. All right, gold team.
Is anybody missing out a blue team here?
That are like, when they play Warcraft, and they're like, it's like Horde versus Alliance, and I'm Alliance. No, I don't. I thought, isn't Storm blue team?
Uh-oh.
No, maybe I fucked up.
Uh-oh.
Anyhow, yeah, look up X-Men blue team.
I just did.
Oh.
Well, there's a lot of people missing. Blue team's a lot. So fully blue team, you got we're missing Angel and Bishop. So Storm is definitely there.
Oh.
Storm is definitely there. Blue team. Here we go.
No, maybe she's not. Oh yeah.
Well,
yeah.
now she's not in this one.
I fucked up.
I guess it's the version. I mean, I am just looking at images first.
Yeah.
So this one says that's well, it's all kind of a mess.
Yeah, she actually leads the goal team.
Well, if that's the case too, then
oh yeah, Team Gray. I fucked up again.
Oops, I fucked up.
Oops. Okay, well then I'm taking points off then. Then that's the F yourself, John, because he fucked up and confused me.
He fucked up so much that it broke all of our brains, and I blame him for that, and not whether or not we knew who was on the blue team or not.
Yeah,
he tricked us.
No, I'm having like a Mandela effect thing where I'm like, whatever, who cares? It's X-Men, whatever.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
That's your F. F yourself. My criticism is probably no fault of your own, but somehow confused us. And where's Jubilee? Where Jubilee's not in that fucking in that set either, huh?
Yeah, take Jean Grey, throw her in the fucking garbage, and then get Jubilee in there and Storm.
Dude, can we fucking block this guy from ever sending us something again? Like, I'm really upset at him because like he just tried to like I don't like how he just kind of threw it in there because he knew he would cause chaos. That's what's happening right now. Like, chaos is happening. We don't know. Like, I'm all confused.
A lot of infighting and stuff, and yeah,
dude. We're sorry, Matthew. We gotta ban you from future. Although, if you want super chat, you're not gonna get banned.
Yeah, if you want to buy anything from my store, you're more than welcome to do that as well.
Yes.
Well, no,
you want to buy Flipboard? Not gonna ban you.
Any Flipper posters that would also be good.
So, John, the drop off of the chat has told me that we have worn out our welcome. So, how do we wrap this up?
With a classic rap.
Go for it.
Oh,
how about a Batman Returns rap? Can you do a Batman
Returns rap?
I'm giving you a subject.
Okay. Evil man with the white hair, is that Mr. Burns? No, I'm talking about the dude from Batman Returns. That's the guy,
shit.
If you know, he's the one that talks real slow. Whoa. Okay, what was that?
It's pretty good. I like that.
Okay.
I like how you did Mr. Burns and
yeah, I found that raps are best if you set it up in the reverse.
Yeah. Batman Returns with Max
the other way around.
Johnny likes to get punched in the deck.
That's what I'm saying. Do it the other way around.
What do you mean, do it the other way around?
Do the punch in the deck first, and then.
Oh yeah, Johnny pays a guy to punch him in the deck, but I really
also like to dress up like he's Max Shrek.
I think we have the only rap song that references Max Shrek.
Yes, two different songs, mind you. What's
two different?
Because I referenced Mr. Burns, so I kind of got like a 2 90s nuggets in one.
Right,
pretty good.
This guy wrote
McDonald's because I just gave you
Guy
2
Cameron's
nuggets.
Library Comics said rap. Okay, bye. He did that. Let's do a rap song about Sky's Cavern Library Comics.
Oh, okay.
My name is Sky. I have an overly long name, and I don't like rap.
Oh God! Wow, you really rushed the rest of the chat out with Sky there.
I did.
Sky's Cavern Library Comics. I have a Tiny Dicks. A little bit better.
All right.
La la la. Got a tiny.
You have anything to promote? Blah blah. What Kofi?
Most important thing right now is really just watch the channel, watch the videos. If there's something that you didn't think that you'd want to watch on either of the channels, this one or the other one, just give it a shot. I would say that like most of the time, entertainment is my most important thing in a video. So if the item in the video doesn't seem like something to be interested in, I do suggest giving it a try because you may still be entertained. Does that work? I've been trying to do more when I can think of it, is do like more voiceover stuff, more
Right.
like
Right.
things.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of the. It was a one take for my Toothless video from How to Train Your Dragon.
You
I
did
did
all
that.
that in one take?
Oh my god. The narration part? Yeah.
Whoa, what are you getting upset at me?
Because you're like you did
I'm
it all in
talking
one
about the
take?
narration.
Okay. But yes, I did my what's his name? Fuck,
Yeah.
what is that guy's name? Jay something. You're Hollywood, you should know him. Jay, whatever is the
I'm
voice.
horrible with names.
He's the voice of Hiccup, and he was in a lot of stuff, but he was doing a lot of things like this is the end or whatever. He was in that movie.
Yeah.
Fuck, I lost you 20 minutes ago. Pickle D, by the way, if you guys you should hit up Pickle D for some custom work, some diorama.
Yeah, go to Pickle D. Okay. Let's take us out with, I'm gonna do the Batman Returns opening when they throw him, his parents throw him in the river in a basket. Okay. Dun, 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 and he's going down the river, and he's like, and then you see him in the tunnel, and he's like, dun, 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 and then the bats fly into the fucking thing. Dun, 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 dun,